Hello, this is David Dean, and things are about ready to get weird. We are doing Canny Valley Storm Shield Defense number 3. We are doing it solo with defenders, and I'm also using it as a showcase for the 2 items currently in the store. We have the new lead sled hammer, which is a very fast hammer, which is absolutely amazing to use with Sid, the constructor, who you get from doing the Canny Valley storyline. And we also have the Obliterator. And actually, it's going to be the defenders using the Obliterator. And it is great. It can actually shoot through walls and through terrain. So, while I don't have the walls all the way up because I want the other defenders to be able to shoot through, you will be seeing these defenders shooting through the ground and shooting through the walls and lobber screen to take out the husk. We do have a new amplifier to put down. Don't worry, we have no building to do. Normally, everybody puts down in Canny Valley the one to the north first, which is what I did, and then the one to the east second. I'm going to do it different. I am going to throw down the one over here to the northwest. Also, when this video is over, I will go through and show you more about the hammer, what perks, and the Obliterator, same thing. They cost $1,680 in the store. The big thing to remember, though, with the lead sled, when you are using it with a constructor, mainly with one that specializes using the hammer with Sid, it is not the damage the hammer does that really matters. What matters is his kinetic overload that procs every time you crit with the hammer, which will end up doing more than twice the hammer's damage, and it'll do it in an area effect all the way around you. And that is why you see on my perks, I didn't have enough time to change all of them, but the 2 I did change. I changed to crit rating to get this up to crit hit chance 55.5%. So every time this thing's crit, you will see that kinetic overload energy damage. Currently have this thing on physical, so you'll be able to tell them apart. Over here, for the new amp we are placing, the only thing we have done is I put down this box over here for my 3 snipers. And they're going to stand in here and shoot through the walls with the Obliterators. And I can't build anything here because we got a spawn point to the west and a spawn point to the north, which we can't really build anything with the shield. So this is going to be extremely risky, and we may not survive. So we'll have fun either way. And just practicing, since I haven't used Sid for a long time, make sure I'm hitting the right buttons. But let's get this started. I got defenders set up. It should be interesting. And first thing, let's get down there and see what's going on. We got nature. Really doesn't matter because I have nothing for them to beat on as far as walls. Oh, we're over here. I gotta stop talking and pay attention because I got some stuff I need to move around. And you can see them already shooting through. And if you're soloing, the turret is awesome because it will clear out so much before, whoops, don't want that one. There we go. Get these guys over here.
Ready for action.
And assault rifle, and then the third one. And if you notice my defenders, I leveled up. Now I got one that's 3 stars, and the rest are all 2 stars. Whoa, we did not want that. Oh, jeez. Bad timing on the bull charge. But this thing, every single hit, it increases the speed of the hammer 6% up to 5 times. Is that right? Yeah, 6% 5 times. So I get increase of 30 weapon speed. All right. Oh, what? Got a few too many lobbers coming in. We gotta go take care of those. Boom! You're out of here. All right. Still a little angry about the decoy, but we will go ahead and throw that down. And some people are saying it's working on Miss Monsters. That is another part of this, and so far, this is going great. Although I am a little bit low on health. So. But we got 22 seconds. And I do have a couple campfires made up, but I haven't leveled them up yet. So that first wave, I mean, you see what I have here for trap tunnels. One box there, one box there. And with the defenders and my hammer, no problem. Hop up on the hoverboard. B. Alright, the new guy. Oh good, they're coming for the north. If they were dropping off that cliff, that would be a nightmare. But hey, that's what makes the game fun. So we put down Grandpa. And the one thing with the Obliterator that sometimes I do not like with the defenders, because they can shoot through walls and trap tunnels and everything else, they are constantly firing. So they go through their ammo and weapons a lot faster. Where the other defenders are only attacking once they get through the trap tunnels. Which most stuff doesn't. Alright. What do we got? Some over here. And just doing traps as we go. Yeah. Alright. That will just make him get knocked down here, where I can take him out. And as you can see, not too much issue. We'll clear him out. Come on, give me something with some high hit points. We'll get this. Jeez. Yeah, Sid. I was worried about this with Sid. I didn't think he'd be this strong. But this hammer, with that weapon speed, is just awesome. Getting back here to the spawn point. Oh yeah, you want some? Come on, come get some. You ain't got none. Alright. Bring it on here. And actually, we should be bringing on the boom. Anything got to the amp? Nope. Anything coming up through the tunnels is getting obliterated. Imagine that. Alright, and this is great for those pesky dome shielders. Wow, that was way too easy. I have nothing around my amplifier, and it went down that fast. Alright. And get these guys back here. And where are they coming in? I did add on, the only thing I've added on from last time is right here. I put a defender box for the assault rifle guy. And here they come. Here, they can spawn up top, and some will drop. Some will go all the way over here to this cave. Most will come up this ramp here. Zappers. Don't need none of that. Oh, let's go with the big hit. Yes, boom, baby, we got him. Cleared that out in a heartbeat. Let's see. Got some over here. Oh, I didn't finish off these traps. Couldn't do it before because of the storm shield. There we go. And we do have lobbers doing building damage. They are up there. Now, I need my Obliterator. We will use the Wraith, which isn't all that great at that distance, but still not bad. And evidently, I got a... let's get rid of that. Nah, hammer time. I was trying to do a bull rush, but I hit the wrong button. Ooh, get out of here. Boom, baby. One hit. What did it take him down to? About 2/3? You're out of here. But I'm actually going to be playing this guy with this hammer. With that increased weapon speed, this guy is just a beast. And we still have no damage to the storm shield, or the amplifier, even though it's right there. Come on, guys. Oh, we got a taker? Defenders are great at taking out the takers. Alright. Oop, you're out of here. Anybody else? Nope. And what do we got here? Oh, they're level 52. Boom, baby! Did I get the taker with that? Yeah, no, too close to tell. Nope, didn't get him before. We'll get him this time. And there. Not using the bull rush to attack, but to escape. And we got 44 seconds to go. So with doing no builds around the amp and only doing 2-tile trap tunnels, no issue, no problem. Boom, baby. What are you taking? Oh, took him down to over 90% damage. How about you? Boom, baby. Where did he bounce to? Behind me. But health is low and shield is gone, so maybe I need to get out of here. Throw up a turret on my hasty retreat. Oh, and they got me with 5 seconds left. Okay, Hammer's a beast. We're going to go over the Hammer more. We're going to go over Sid more. And the Obliterator. But I just wanted to give you that gameplay just to show you a few different things. First of all, the spawns and the Storm Shield defenses have greatly decreased, making it so it's way, way too easy. So I'm using Sid, who is not a top-end hero as far as damage output and survivability when it comes to soloing. But to me, he is one of the absolute funnest heroes to play in the game. So I wanted to show that off. I wanted to test out the decoy more, but really didn't get the chance to. The hammer is phenomenal. That weapon speed on it is just great. You combine that with a high crit hit score, and with Sid, you're just doing massive damage. And I'll explain how to set up that damage. And then the Obliterator in the hands of the defenders. Yeah, you can always have as your defenders any 3 you want. And I always try to put it 3 sniper defenders. And now with that weapon, oh baby. Soloing has just gotten so much easier. I did have it from before. I was trying not to use it because most people didn't have it. But now that most people can get it, I am definitely going to be using it more often. Alright, first let's go through, and to understand what you want on the hammer, you have to understand your hero, because this is the only hero that's really set up this way, so that the hero ability procs with your weapon, but the proc is doing more damage than the weapon is. And for that, it's on kinetic overload. First, you're doing energy damage at 5,000 and some, and it's considered energy, of course, from crit hits with hardware melee weapons trigger kinetic overload, dealing additional damage and knockback. So every time you crit, you're doing that massive damage with your hammer plus the hammer damage. And as you saw, I got my hammer set up where it's proccing 55.5% of the time, so over half. Then, increase hardware attack speed by 24%. Now remember, the hammer we're using has a proc on it, the 6th perk, where every hit you do increases weapon speed by 6% up to 5 times and lasting 5 seconds. So you start with a 24% bonus, but you can top that out to 54% bonus to speed, and you could see that in how fast I was swinging. Increased hammer crit rating by 18%. That was part of my 55%. Once again, everything is focused on making this kinetic overload go off as many times as possible, as fast as possible. So you increase speed and you increase the crit rating. Decoy is awesome with this. I just really never had a chance to throw it down because most of the time it was pretty easy to do. Increase hardware heavy attack energy efficiency by 150%. Okay, so it's less energy. That's nice. One big thing with his decoy, when the decoy is destroyed or expires, it creates an explosion that deals impact and stuns enemies for 1.5 seconds. That might not sound like a lot, but that is definitely some extra time, mainly with range attackers. And then his final 2 abilities, when kinetic overload is triggered, it affects targets within a half tile radius of the primary target. So now, every time I crit, which as you saw was over half the times I hit with the hammer, I am doing an area effect damage to everything around me. And you may have saw that there was things dying to the side of me that weren't getting hit by the hammer, but were getting hit by the kinetic overload. And finally, increased damage of kinetic overload by 110%. So once again, you are not worried about how much damage the hammer is doing. You're worried about how fast the hammer is and how often it is doing crit hits. So now let's go over and check out the actual weapon. Right here. Yes, Lead Sled goes absolutely great with Sid. First, we will do, as far as if I could change up the perks the way I wanted it, as I said, I need to get the crit rating up. This thing, the Lead Sled, as far as weapon speed, it starts off at 0.75, which is faster than the Pulverizer and the Pummeler. Two other event weapons or hammers that are really great. But it starts off with 5% less crit hit chance. So since it starts off with better speed and worse crit hit chance, that's why I focus here on crit rating and crit rating. Here, as far as this one, definitely wouldn't have movement speed on there. Since you are out there being attacked the whole time by range attackers and you are vulnerable, putting up damage resistance, I think, would be a bigger benefit. And as you saw, I think only once or twice, I used Bull Rush as a means to escape a group, or the one time I had a blaster blasting at me, hit Bull Rush to get away, get out of the range of the blast, and then go back to attacking. Here, I would actually change this over to energy damage. Crit rating, I would keep that as is. This one, Miss Monster Affliction Slowed, I would do, let's see, actually, I kind of like it with the knockdown targets. Nah, I'm going Miss Monster. As you saw, taking out the blasters, and even with the smashers, it would be better. So yeah, I would switch that over, but it'd be the last one I switched over. So that is basically it with the Lead Sled. Pretty awesome weapon. That weapon speed really makes Sid much more damage proficient with his kinetic overkills. And then hopping over, I talked a lot. I actually did a video this morning. I'll have that down in the description if you click show more about the Obliterator. And I got a lot of feedback about it. And the thing is, on this one for perks, there is a ton of different ways to set it up, because this is not a standard weapon where most weapons you're using it as a hero to shoot the enemy, and usually you care about damage, and sometimes you care about impact, like I like shotguns with their impact. Some people never use the Obliterator to kill Hus. A lot of people use it as their pickaxe, basically, to shoot buildings, to blow up walls, floors, and everything else really quickly to clear out an area where they want to build. And so for them, they're not worried about damage or anything else. All they want is fire rate, and they're going to keep it low level because there's no reason to take it up to a higher level. A lot of people, they're going to be using this as a sniper rifle for their hero. I do not recommend this weapon, sniper rifle, with Headshot Jess. She has a few perks towards weapons, but they are for increasing reload speed and rate of fire speed and things like that. And this weapon has such a huge kick to it, you spend more time re-aiming than what you gain with the fire rate. So it ends up not really helping out. The Super Shredder is great with Headshot Jess, but I would not recommend it with the Obliterator. The Obliterator, actually the best hero probably is the Urban Assault Soldier. But on that, I would definitely set it up different as far as here. As I said this morning, you could do it one of two ways. If you like doing headshots, then set this up with damage, reload speed. Oh, yeah, reload speed, headshot, and double headshot. So you got 2 headshot perks on this, and that's awesome. If you're not focused on doing headshots and you're not worried about that, or you're going to mainly be giving it to your defenders to use, I would set it up crit damage, crit rating, crit damage. So 2 crit ratings, 2 crit damages. And as you can see, my defenders were absolutely obliterating that wave of Husks coming in. It was level 52 Husks coming in. I'm level 43. Just to check on the defenders I was using for my snipers. I got one of them 3-starred to level 30, and then the other 2 are only 2-starred to level 20. And yeah, they had no problem taking out the Husk in that. So there you go. Ask me all the questions you have. I do really like this weapon, the lead sled, mainly with Sid. There is also, I might as well bring that up, another hero constructor. Where is Tank Penny? And preview. And she has a lot also with the kinetic overload, increased blunt melee damage. She can use any hardware hammer or any hardware item, not just the hammer. She also has a bunch of defensive powers as far as increasing her shield, increases hammer crit rating by 18. Okay, that is just hammer. My bad. Increases hammer critical damage by 70%. Once again, though, to me, it's more important with that kinetic overload to increase weapon speed than it is to increase weapon damage. And then kinetic overload applies a 40% slow to effective targets. I really don't care about slowing the targets. I want to kill the target. And that's it. All right, take care and have an amazing day.